Okay. Welcome back, Sassy family. Today is episode 2. I hope you guys enjoyed our first episode. I'm glad you're back to listen again. Love you guys. So Sierra's out sick today. So we want to make sure we send out get well wishes. And
Feel better, Sarah.
there we go. Thanks, Bree. And as I mentioned just now, we have a special guest with us. Like I said last week, we were gonna have somebody come in to talk with us this week, and she's here. Dun dun dun. Her name is Bree Jade.
Hey.
Let's go ahead and welcome her in. Hope she's a college graduate from KSU, guys. Whoop whoop.
By way of Georgia Southern, the real
Yes,
GSU,
the
by the
real
way.
GSU, okay. And also she's a beauty and wellness blogger, so you guys can check that out too. We'll leave the details on the page, on the Sassy page, and as well in the bio below, above, wherever you find it. And she's she's my featured woman of the month in honor of our Women's History Month. And she's just an inspirational person to me at this point in my life because you guys, we're going to get into why. Okay? So, first off, Bree, how are you doing today?
I am feeling amazing. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. A little nervous, a little tired, a lot of tired actually. I'm struggling to get through this, but I feel good overall for the most part. Like positive energy and positive vibes and positivity.
Positive shit.
Positivity. I can't talk today, guys. Okay. But in all seriousness, guys, so the reason why she's my featured woman of the month is because of really how we just met. Like it's a big ass mess behind why we met and how we met and the story just behind us coming to today. It's a lot, but we've come so far, and I'm just super proud of her for like stepping out of, because this is outside of our both of our comfort zones.
Definitely.
For her to take a chance on me and this what I'm doing and believe in it, to be able to look inside herself, to have this conversation and to really like do this with me, I'm thankful and just I'm inspired because it's not everybody can do this. So I dare anybody talk shit. Like she's awesome for this. So we're just gonna get into it, let you guys know basically how we met. For the first off, like it was so basically
A hot ass mess.
a hot ass mess first off. But so I know Bree through firstly Twitter or social media, the devil. Ugh. And I basically had this boyfriend in high school, and we decided to stick things out going into college, and he decided to get a home girlfriend and a school girlfriend. So my main thing had a mistress, and yeah, she's here today.
I am the mistress.
Welcome, Bree J. So that's how we really met. But like, I feel like the importance behind this story is more so the fact that
The outcome.
the outcome, for sure, and what it took to get here, like what we went through. Like, you guys, if you, I know we didn't tell you guys yet. We didn't tell you guys yet. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get into it. So it started with like me just getting my acceptance to Georgia Southern, and Bree Jade was already a student there. And so I'm just going through my Twitter, following people, that attend the college. Anything I see that says GSU, anything, I'm following. Southern United State, like, whoo, excited. Man, I'm scrolling through my TL, and I see some like, noticeably noticeably ranty tweets, going down my TL. And I'm looking, I don't know what it was. What women's intuition is real, guys, and it's so strong. I don't know what the fuck told me, but I'm like, this bitch is talking about my nigga. I just know it. I just know she is. So, like, I didn't even message her first. Like, there was something like, I don't remember what all of them say, but the final message I saw was, I wonder how long this follow is gonna last. And I was like, oh shit, no, she's talking about me. So I instantly go and mess, because this is right after I follow her. I instantly text my nigga like, yo, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? Like, y'all, guilty as fuck. He couldn't even lie. He just sent me a whole book about what the hell happened. Like, I just got a long ass text message in response telling me basically how he slept with this girl and it was only once and blah blah blah. She just tripping now. Like, just ignore it, get off, I'm so sorry type shit.
Y'all, apparently I'm a crazy bitch who becomes obsessed over niggas after one night stands. We should keep note of that.
And my dumb ass believed that. Like, this crazy ass, he basically told me this crazy ass girl's going crazy because we fucked one night and she just tripping at this point. So I'm like, okay, that kind of made sense, because the way she was coming at me was just super, like, petty type, like, I fucked your man. Okay, like, some shit like that. So I'm just thinking, like, okay, so that's why I initially addressed him. So, after he tells me this, like, once again, Boo Boo the Fool believes it, and we proceed on. I think it only took me, like, a day to just be like, you know what, I expected this, so fuck it. I'm gonna get back at you, but, let's move on. That's how it just kind of went with that conversation, and, so I guess as time progressed, like, we both were still like, okay, let's just tug along through this situation or whatever, and, we eventually started to get more possessive. Now we both know about each other, like, and for me, it's like, okay, so now I'm assuming she knows about me, so their situation's gonna cease. Like, who the fuck wants to mess with my nigga while I already know he's, like, and I assumed that she didn't know that that I was around. So I was like, okay, cool, we're good. Thinking that it's just me and him that gotta work through it. But then there's still these, whatever was going on. I don't even remember, guys. It was so long ago. Whatever was still going on that made me have to be like, all right, bitch, look, let's meet up and have this conversation, because this is my last resort to figure out, how we could just go our separate fucking ways, or what's going on. So, and I'm wondering at this point, like, are they still even messing? Like, are they messing around still? Like, what the fuck is going on? So we meet up, we have this conversation, and we talk whatever through, and we agree to dead shit. Bree's like, I understand where y'all are at, and it's not going anywhere in my direction, so I'm gonna let y'all have it, basically. You do you. That's all you. So I'm like, okay, boo, thank you. So we go our separate ways that day, and it still does not stop. And this is from my perspective, guys. Like I said, Bree's gonna be able to give her a little gist too as well, but from my perspective, this is what's going on my side. To me, it was like, yeah, that's what happened with that. I was done with it, and then to me, it just felt like the disrespect continued still. So I'm like, okay. And then for me, when it comes to disrespect from females, I can't say the same thing with male, but disrespect with females, I don't know why. I just take it as to a whole nother level. So at this point, y'all, I'm like, we're done talking, okay? Like, she already described to me too, like, people already told me, like, you're little devil spawn or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to avoid to get to that point, but at this point, I'm like, nah, fuck it. Like, so every time I see her, I'm like, every time I see you on site, we gonna fight, blah, blah, I'ma hit you, this and that. And, like, for the longest, guys, that's what it was. I hate that side of me. Oh my God. So for the longest, that's what it was. Every time on site, it was just bad, okay? It was a big ass mess.
Like, we weren't allowed to be in the same room.
Period.
Like, so
you put me in the same room, it's over with, okay? Like, she tried to throw a bottle at me one night.
Oh my God.
Y'all,
that was not for no reason, though. No, that was not for no reason.
I told you, every time I see you, every time on site, we was gonna hit. I hit that bitch. She said, "Oh hell no!" She tried to throw a bottle at me, y'all. Okay, so that was that with that, and they shut the whole fucking homecoming party down that night because of us. Y'all, everybody, all my friends was pissed at me, like, "Damn, Markia, you always gotta ruin shit." So
I'm getting dragged outside by some big ass nigga I don't know.
I done got picked up, throw over the shoulder. I'm out the door. I just walked in the park. I didn't even get to throw no ass, y'all. Nothing. It's homecoming time too. Like, y'all, I didn't enjoy shit. Like, we cannot be in the same room at this point. So it gets that bad of a point. So at this point now, I'm still pissed. Like, now I'm in petty mode. I'm in savage mode with this girl. Like, now I want her head. Like, I'm doing the most at this point, you guys. Too much. And so now, like, it's like I'm going out, or I either just don't go out because it's just like I just don't want to be that person that does that. Like, if I see Brie, I know I'm gonna be this way, or blah blah. Like, so I stop going out, and then sometimes I want to go out, and then like I do see you, and it's like, oh, there's this vibe, like. So it was just so fucking much, and eventually, guys, it got to the point where like Brie was not having it. Like, I was just like, okay, I understand. This bitch is just not having it. She's not trying to fight. Like, let it go, okay? So I had to look inside myself, like how are you going to get over this and move on, like, so, because obviously this is just what it's gonna be. So eventually it gets to this point where yeah, like, petty shit is still going on, and this is years later, y'all. The nigga is not even in the equation. I think we done dated and had whole new dick and everything at this point, and it's still petty shit going on. I'm looking like, okay, this is ridiculous. Like, what the fuck do I have to do to get this to stop? So I message her like, you know, what the fuck, what's up? What's going on? Let's talk. You know, let's talk about this at this point, because this is just so petty and ridiculous, and why am I mad? Like, I really literally was thinking I'm not even using the same penis anymore. Like, dead for real. Like, he's out the equation. Like, why are we mad? So that's really where the whole pivot of the turn for me to just make amends came about. Like, that was the start of it, and from that day it took a couple of conversations, a couple of us, you know, like getting some things out and talking it through, but we got to an understanding to where we were able to take a step back, because I think that's what we were missing before. We had a conversation before about it, but we still had bad intentions behind it. It was more so like we were trying to make our friends happy and this and that. And it got
we were trying to keep the peace for everyone else.
Exactly. But we obviously had things we needed to get off our chest and get dealt with on our own for us to be able to move past it. And so we were able to talk about things like that and get past it. And it was like the best thing ever. And I'm so proud of us.
Right.
So that's how we got here today. After making that amends and everything, we just decided to be positive and take things up from here on out.
You know, show each other love, you know.
Exactly. All that good shit. And it's been a blessing ever since, I feel like, because we just learned so much in the process. And we also came to the conclusion that we were just trying to prove, you know, well, first of all, what is there anything I missed on your stance of what you went through, like us getting through that process or whatever? Like, I know that was my whole thing, and it was more about you being disrespectful to me, why I felt I needed something to defend, not even more so like, oh, that's my nigga, this and that, she fucked my nigga type thing. It was just like, damn, why shorty coming for me? Type shit. Get your mans.
And what's amazing is that, like, literally hearing you talk about it, like hearing where like what you thought was going on, it's like, wow, like she really didn't know like anything, like, and it's like, wow, like I really thought this girl was coming from me from the beginning because she knew.
Mm-hmm.
That was my mindset. Like, I thought when I first saw you follow me on Twitter, it was because, you know, you was trying to be funny on some like, oh, I know, you know, this nigga or this girl and my nigga, you know, had this thing. Like, I swore it was because you was trying to be petty, you was trying to start some mess, and that's what everyone.
That makes sense with her responses.
And like everyone was in my ear, like, oh, you know, she she probably know about y'all. You know, she's probably finna try and fight you when she comes out here. And I'm like, what? Like, how do you even know?
And then you actually told me that my friends were the people that were telling her this. So that's another thing I realized. Like, my friends was out here just making me seem like, for real, the devil's spawn.
Right, right. Like, I really had this, like, vision of her, like, not even as this girl who did nothing to me, who I probably should not be terrorizing on Twitter. No, I saw her as this girl who, you know, obviously wanted a problem and who tends to want problems with a lot of people, and she just decided she wanted to have a problem with me. So, and so from, like, literally our first, like, her following me, it was just a lot of tension, and I had this wall up. I'm like, okay, you know, this girl wants an issue, so I'm not one to back down from an issue. So, and of course, I'm a writer, y'all. So, of course, you know, Twitter is my go-to social media. And when I feel a type of way, I tend to rant on Twitter. Anyone who follows me knows that. So
how I caught her ass.
So
caught their
I
ass
was feeling a type of way,
okay,
because of all this going on, and of course I felt the need to let, you know, the Twitter universe know, and that's really where the issues began, because, like Marquia said, it wasn't so much about the fact that, you know, her nigga had cheated on her with me that she was angry about. It was more the fact that, okay, this happened and now you being continuing to be disrespectful.
You're embarrassing me. Like, this girl is friends with my friends too. So not only does she know, like, first of all these people I'm coming to meet already knew about me because of a situation that, you know, I had no control over, like all that other shit. And then not only that, it was like they sided with her more so because I was already painted as this person who wanted this beef and these problems, and I already knew, and this and that. And the sad thing is, my nigga probably was right along with they ass, like, yup, she know, yup, yup, she crazy,
Like, and it's crazy because, like, not one person told me differently, and it's like, well, damn, all these people been knowing her for a long time, so, you know, maybe that's what it is. But so
no, they're not crazy now. I mean, I done been, you know, through my fair share of, but it's usually that's the same type of shit. Like, I'm oblivious to what the fuck really is the problem, and I'm like getting all the backlash or whatever, and I just react like I'm just ready to do. I don't want to talk about shit because at that point, like, it's like I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about, so all I know is defend.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. So. And it was like, I was so angry with everything about how the situation, like, went. The fact that he promised me he was going to break up with her, and the next thing you know, she's here, and I'm not allowed at the house, and just stuff like that. Like, what really put the icing on the cake was when I was told that I could not go to my friend's apartment. Now.
Whose apartment?
Their apartment.
Well, don't say
their apartment.
Oh, okay.
When they all got their
place. Friends with all the guys as well. Okay,
yes.
okay.
Like, that was supposed to be our place to smoke.
Yeah. Because you were on campus.
Yes, because we were on campus. Well, me and our other friend were on campus. So, like, literally, the plan was to all get together, you know, at their apartment, smoke, do what we do.
Right.
Yeah, that couldn't happen anymore. And I was really irritated.
So how did he present that to you? Did he text you like, so you can't come here anymore, my girl's here now? Or was it just like, I stopped responding?
It may have been him or some... I was going to give him a nickname.
French fry?
No, not French fry.
Oh, okay.
I was going to go with the nickname for someone.
So French fry, so the big one or the...
The big one.
Okay, so...
I can't remember. It was French fry.
So Bigga is the nickname.
I can't remember if it was French fry or Bigga, but one of them told me, yeah, fam, you slick can't come to the house because Marquia has a problem with it. And I was like, hold the fuck up. You telling me, like, mind you, I'm not even there to see French fry. Like,
yeah.
I'm here to see my other niggas that I'm close to, and my female friends are all going over there too. So it's like literally like they all going over there and I can't, like, I'm not allowed to go. Do not tell me that I'm not allowed to do something. That is the first way to piss me the fuck off.
Okay, and start some shit with your bitches. Like, you trying to keep your side hoes and all your hoes happy, nigga. Don't do that dumbass shit. Right. And don't get a mistake of letting me know where the fuck you stay. Best believe.
Like, what in the world? Like,
whoa.
Like, it was a lot. And then even past the whole French fry thing with the whole, like, disrespect, I feel like this girl was taking my life and my family from me. And I really is. Like, it was really, like, and I was really mad at her because I felt like, okay, shit was gravy this year, you know. And then she comes and like just shit just hits the fan. And it's like I had no control over it. And that's what pissed me off. And I really took that out on her because I really felt like it was her fault. When in reality, if the nigga had never led me on in the first place, it made me think that my position was permanent. Then it's like if I didn't have, all these misconceptions, if I didn't have life fucked up at the time, then
basically we don't got nothing to do with that nigga telling us like our asses believed it. Okay.
Right. If I didn't have life fucked up, things definitely would have been different. But it was like I was so angry. The fact that this girl thinks I'm a one night stand and I'm not. That was another thing. I wasn't allowed to tell the truth either. And it's like, all right.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like, I was like...
Yeah, you're a good side hoe. Girl, bye. When I tell you all our motherfucking error, I'm talking about you would have seen text messages, pictures. You would have knew the truth. Bitch, I'm talking about how the dick was put in and out, everything. You got me fucked up. I can't do what? First of all, I'm not allowed to come to the house, and now you want me to
lie.
You're good. And you know what? That was the hardest part to me, too, with leaving him and all that other shit. Because I'm looking like, okay, first of all, my friends that I grew up with that were friends with you as well are telling me the same lie that y'all are all supposed to be telling me. First of all, okay, let's just to short this up. All of this whole friend group, guys, came up with this plan to lie to me and keep my ass around instead of just being like, look, sis, your nigga is dirty. None of us like you anyways. We want him to be with her. So, just get the fuck on. And nobody decided to do that. No, everybody was telling me, nah, sis, y'all good. He good. She out the picture. This and that. Like, it was a one night stand thing. It's nothing you need to worry about. Like, y'all, everybody was feeding me the fuck lies. So I'm believing, what I'm being fed to, on top of the fact that my nigga is begging me to believe this truth. Because opposed to what my intuition was telling me or what I felt was going on. And another different, really interesting perspective is that you felt that your life was being taken away because that's how I felt. Losing that situation because like I said, this is a person I've been with from 16. Like I knew like that's who I was gonna marry. Period. Point blank. Period. And then for me to present the fact like before he was to go to college, like I don't want to do this, like because I know how that shit goes. Like I was always told like you don't date a nigga in college from high school because that shit's gonna happen. And so for us to go back on that and it to get to that part, it felt like everything was just falling apart, basically, is what I'm saying. So for us to both be coming from those different sides of the situation and still feel the same way, another reason, guys, why we're having this conversation and bringing this to you guys. Like, that's an example of growth and because we're able to see that. Like, I guarantee you, beefing, you're not able to see that. Like, it wasn't until we made this reconciliation and talked all this shit through that we were able to see those things about ourselves, those flaws that led us to certain situations. So that's a good point.
And that was another thing that had pissed me off. The fact that everyone was lying to you and smiling in your face. Like, I was like, I really didn't know how to feel because it's like, how the fuck are y'all smiling in this girl's face, kicking it with her, smoking with her, and you're lying to her? Like, y'all don't see a problem with that? Like, what the fuck? Like, and it was the point I was talking to one of my friends in that friend group. I was like, y'all, like, I'm really the only person not lying to this girl's face. Like, I'm really this girl's most loyal friend right now because, like, y'all really on some shit. But it was just amazing to me how, like one, people who was supposed to, be my friends would really let me, take this L.
And stay with this nigga,
right,
exactly.
Right. It's like, you're really trying to make me look like some crazy bitch and y'all supposed to be my people. Like that was it was a lot of shit. Like I was real pissed off that that whole second year. I was just pissed off at everybody because it's like, okay, this wasn't supposed to go this way. Now that it has, I'm the only one taking the fall for it because y'all were all there and y'all trying to act like y'all weren't. Like that's not cool.
Y'all, that is amazing. Did y'all hear what she just said? Basically, she's saying, because I feel the same way, and once again, this is from two totally different perspectives. We were on two different spectrums of this situation, and we feel the exact same way. Like, that shit is crazy as fuck to me. Like, it's, y'all, make sure you know. This shit just stressed me out.
Wow.
Okay, make sure you know like what the fuck you're doing. Okay, just make sure you are completely aware of your priorities and your intentions and all of that shit because like wow.
And it's amazing because like you had no reason to believe that they would lie about it. So it's like she has no reason to think that anyone's lying because one, she wasn't there, and two, everyone's saying the exact same thing. So
people that have that's not sticking their dick in me are lying to my face. Like so of course I'm thinking there's no reason for them to even lie. Like why would they do that?
Like just don't say anything at all. Like you know how to lie, just don't say anything if you know not trying to be involved.
Exactly.
But
or if you are trying to be involved, like be a good person.
Right. Tell her the truth. Shit.
Like y'all didn't even have to tell me the truth. Just tell my ass to fucking scat. Like, bitch, you just don't need to be here. Okay, this is not the nigga for you. Like, wow. You know, I wonder why they all like did do that though. Like, I think that's weird. Like most people would tell the other person or make something like.
Right, because, like, I would never do something like that. Like, if I know my nigga, my, like, friend is, like, cheating on his girl or fucking around his girl or lying to her, like, and I know the girl and I'm supposed to be cool with her, like, no, that should not fit a fire.
And
like,
so many of them, y'all. Like, this group of friends is at least 8 to 10 people.
Right, yeah.
Like,
it's
and females and males.
Right.
And they're all doing the same shit. Like, it's like, wow, that's crazy.
Right,
it's
really.
fuck. And they let me go through that for, like, years, y'all. It was really hard to go through shit like it was really hard. And I feel like it affected me more than I thought. Like how you said you were just really angry that whole year and blah blah. Like y'all, we was both really like the girls caught us females caught all the backlash. Like French Fry caught no motherfucking backlash. Really, like he was having his cake and eating it too, and he was just moving through life, you know, as just taking it like he was really like, whew, got past that one. Whew, next one, good. Yes, next one, we out of here. Like he was on it, and we over here stressing the fuck out. Like I done lost all my damn weight, motherfucking depressed as fuck. Done lost all my friends, all this other. I ain't doing shit as far as being involved in school, like. And that's not even just because I'm just catching up with my nigga type thing. Like, it was hard for me to interact to being, like I said, I got there. And I remember one of the first days I, like, went out and started meeting people. I walked into this girl apartment and, like, it was not hella people. It was probably, like, 15 people in a little apartment or whatever. And it's a lot of girls. One of the girls was like, aren't you the girl that was arguing with such and such about your nigga cheating on you with Bree J, right? I'm looking like, y'all, I felt I was sick to my fucking stomach. Because I'm like, okay, I'm out here trying to meet people. I'm at this new school.
It's
this
a fresh
and that.
start.
Yes, it's a fresh start. And this is what everybody perceives as me. Like, and I'm not the type of person, like, I'm not the type of person, but right then and there, I was just mortified. Like, I didn't think, like, okay, well, let me turn this into a different blah, blah. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so that shit like that, too, really fucked with me. Like, brought me down and kept me from doing a lot of the shit that it's not worth it, guys. It's just not worth it, like, at all. And I'm not blaming Brie for it, and I'm not even blaming French Fry for that shit. Like, you just, like I said earlier, you have to know, like, your priorities, what you're willing to stand for, what you're not willing to stand for, because even though everybody was lying to me and all this other shit was going on, the girl knew about me, even all of that, like, I still had a choice at the end of the day. Like, I was informed at some point in time that this is what was going on, and I chose to stay to work through things. Like, yeah, like, that's that. Like, if I would have had it that, my standard is I'm not going to stay with the nigga that does some shit like this, and that's what that would have been, then that would have been that. Like, that's where I have to take my responsibility. I can't look at other people and say that this is what this is.
But I also think if you had known everything, you would have gone about things differently too. Because I don't know if I would have broken up with my nigga over a one night stand.
No, facts.
Like, I don't think I would have.
That's so true. Yeah, no, and that's definitely how it was presented to me. Like, but then I feel like he also fed into the fact that, like, I should have left him over the one night stand because, like I told you, before he even left for school, I was like, I think we should take this break because I know how this college shit go, type shit. No, I want to stay. Like, did all
he
that
was good for a
extra
long message and some sentimental words.
Girl, he did it. French fry wooed the bitch to the goddamn. Yep, he did it. Okay, I was like, all right, babe, cool. So that's how that went. So definitely should have left him just for me stating that right there. I didn't stick to what I said I was gonna do, and then that leaves room for a nigga to disrespect you or for you to be in those situations that like I was in. So that's what I learned from that. I don't even gotta blame nobody else for that. So hey, well, that really brings me to how you feel about outside of this nigga. Like, how would you go about just being a side chick in general? And I ask this just to say, like, cause me now, like dating that I'm not with this person that I thought I was gonna spend the rest of my life with, you know, like it's different, you know, it's starting over. Like I was with this person from 16 all the way up until sometime last year, 2018. So that's a long ass fucking time. And it's just I don't know if I could be. I think it's easy to be a side chick without even, you know, like knowing type shit or not even knowing, but like you could know, but it's easy to fall into like what you did. Like, okay, like, yeah, this nigga has a girlfriend, but ain't no ring on that nigga finger yet though, or her finger, so that's free game. Like, I don't know if you feel like that about it. Like, how do you feel like it's going forward after that situation or whatever other situation similar that you may have been in? How do you feel you should go about it?
I think moving forward, just because I know how I am about men that I'm messing with, like I'm very like this is mine. Like I'm not trying to one, I'm not trying to be no secret, and two, I'm not trying to have to share you with anyone else. So it's like as far as being a side chick, it's like no, it doesn't really appeal to me. Now when closer to when it was actually all going on, like once the situation like ended, like after that period of time, it was like at that time I was like, okay, like you were saying, oh, there is no, ring or anything like that. So like if a dude with a girlfriend did approach me or whatever, it's like, well,
It's free game.
right,
If
right.
you
And
choose me, he choose me. If you
right.
choose you, he choose you.
Right. And like that's how I was feeling back then, being Mary Jane that first came out, she was, side chick pride and everything. So
I was influenced.
So I was like,
I was not myself.
Gabrielle Union is doing this, so obviously, side chicks coming up in the world.
Yeah,
but as I grew up and as I like really started navigating through life and seeing how, realizing that people might not be married, but they will be together for a significant amount of time, and that no, they don't have a ring on their finger, but at the same time, you being a side chick to them can potentially still fuck up what they got going on. And after this whole situation, I didn't want to be the reason of someone's relationship fucking up again. So It's like, okay, yeah, there might not be a ring. That's a very valid point. And, I know other women are out there like, okay, if you don't got a ring, it's free game.
Period.
But it's just, I know because of experiences that I've had and what I've put you through, what, things I've been through or put other people through before, it's like, I'm good on it.
Yeah,
I'm straight.
Not the case
right.
At all.
I'm straight. Like,
I'm good on it.
I would get me a single ass nigga who is not attached to his ex.
No, for real, and work those problems through.
Right.
Like let's start there, because then you already got problems with that shit alone, and then you want to add in a whole nother. Ugh. Okay, so as far as the way I feel about, okay, so I am obviously El Loco, but I don't think I would have a problem being a side chick right now, because I just feel like you could look at it. The way I feel dating should be at this point is I could have multiple partners until I decide like this is my nigga type shit, like, and it should be that way as long as we're all openly communicative of this situation. Like if I have a roster of 5 star players, then I need to make sure that they all know the game plan. Like, they all know what play we finna go for. Because if not, they ain't gonna know what to do on the motherfucking court. They gonna be mad as fuck when they come back, trying to and they ain't get the damn bucket. Like, looking at me like, what the fuck, what's up, coach? Like, and I'm gonna have to be like, well, damn. So you gotta let them know right off the bat, like, okay, guys, I'm not looking to. I'm seeing other people, or you don't even have to let them know right off the bat. But they ask, be honest. Like, no, you're not the only person in my life. I'm digging you. Not enough to stop seeing my other hosts, and if you have a problem with that, we can't see each other anymore.
Right.
That be that. Like, what the fuck is the issue? You still got 3 other niggas on the roster, okay? Like, if you feel like you just have to have that 5, baby, just go get another one, okay? just build another one. Like, I just don't feel like but being a side chick though could fall under that. You feel me? Like, or a side nigga type shit. So I feel like, yeah, I don't think I would mind being a side chick, like, because it's dating now, this and that. Now, I'm not gonna be a homewrecker though. Like, I'm not fucking with no married men, or if I even think or maybe might feel like y'all are something closer, or your girl is marriage material or some shit, and you just ain't shit bitch ass nigga, like, probably not gonna fuck up that home either. Like, but I'm all for the it's free game if there's no ring, kind of, for the most part. Like, I just, because that's how the dating world goes in general, and I just feel like no nigga is really committed anyways until that point. Until he puts that ring on your finger, like, he's not committed in the first place. So you might as well, like, let him try this pussy out for however long he want until he realizes that you the bitch he do or don't want. Like, I'm just saying. So, although it sucks that it happened to me, like I said, I wouldn't have had a problem that you was the side bitch. Hell, we could have had this little sister wife shit going on or some shit if it really came down to it. Like, if it really came down to where you was just like, look, sis, I don't mean no disrespect, but the dick is great, okay? The dick is great. So you can either beat my ass about it every time, or what? Like, I really would not have nothing. You feel me? I wouldn't have nothing else to say. Like, I would either have to leave my nigga because he's going to allow you to fuck on him or do this or blah, blah, or I would have to be okay with that shit. You feel me? Like, that would have solved all the motherfucking problems. That's just how I feel about it. Like, if everybody was just open and honest with me, I would have been able to make my own open and honest decisions, and I would have went about it that way. So, side chick shit, to me, like, it depends on what your definition is. I don't condone in home wrecking. However, we all some side bitches out here. We all some sister wives. We all done shared some dick. Like, why don't we all just share each other?
Like, don't be mad at each other for it.
As long as it's safely, wrap it up. But, like, that's what it is. Like, even French Fry, he's still fucking bitches in the same friend group. He been in goddamn from the, like, that's just how it go, I guess. You gotta take it how it is. So as far as, okay, so how do you feel about, like, how do you feel about putting niggas in the position of being a side? Like, like, if a nigga, you can tell he feeling you, he really feeling you, but you let him know, that this is not you're not the only person I'm seeing, but he working real hard to be that one person that you're seeing, and how, like, you're just not on that. Like, how do you feel about doing a nigga the same way that you was ever done, or like you did me, or y'all did me?
Oh God, I don't know, like,
how would you cover it up?
Because, like, wow,
I don't know if I could even get that damn creative.
Right.
With that, I don't even know if I have bitches loyal enough to pull some shit like that off.
Right. Like, do I have friends who are gonna lie for me?
Like that, on that level?
Like, are we all gonna agree to this lie that we're gonna tell for extended periods of time?
This was some militant shit, okay? This was like, they was in the fuck. I'm talking about nobody cracked, okay? To this day, I still, if Bree did not say in front of me to this day, y'all.
But no, like, I don't know how I would be, like, it would have to be one of those things, like, I know and you know and nobody else knows. We taking this shit to our grave, and that's how we finna keep it a secret because like if even one other person knows, like someone gonna find out. So
That's facts.
so literally, you sneak in at 3 o'clock in the morning if you got to, do what you do. But
Oh my goodness. So okay, say you're walking on campus one day and you're at Chick-fil-A. We're at Georgia Southern, right? You know what I'm talking about. That counter right there, you know what you in. So you're sitting there and the old girl come with her headphones and lay all her shit right there beside you. The girl that you fucking her nigga, basically, okay? She come and sit right there beside you. Like, you gonna tell the girl, like, damn, sis, like, I don't know. There would be so much shit going through my head in that moment. Like, I don't think I would tell her, though. Not in that moment.
No.
I really did. Like, I probably, like, get stuck staring, like, bitch, what the fuck you looking at? I'm so sorry. Nothing. I'll see you later. Like, I'd probably be looking like, damn, I'm really sitting beside her. Like,
I'd have to move. This is awkward.
Damn, but do you feel like you should have said something, though? Like, would that run through your mind, maybe, like,
definitely,
just tell her,
just because of how my conscience is.
Exactly.
Like I'll be sitting there like, damn, should I say something? Or damn, this also isn't my relationship, so maybe I should mind my business. But at the same time, this is my business because he's fucking me. So it's like I don't know what to do. And it's like the whole, okay, you don't have no loyalty to her thing, but at the same time, this girl ain't do nothing to you. So it's like, damn, I slick feel bad for not saying anything because she really don't know and she did nothing to me. So
that shit sucks. I'll be looking like, look, her studious ass.
Right.
Going to school, living her life, thinking her nigga is just faithful. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God, no, I might have just cried and she didn't even fucking know why the fuck I was sitting there crying. And I definitely am gonna text my nigga like, look, I cannot fuck you anymore. Okay? Like, if you don't leave this bitch, like, wow, I'm going to tell her or you're going to tell her and I can't fuck you anymore. Like, period. She was gonna know though after that day, period. However way she had to find out, she would have had to know. Just because I could not take that shit. I don't think I would have been able to go to sleep that night. Like, without, like, I would have had to find her Twitter at or something, come to her as a woman or something, buy her lunch. Like, that sucks. Like, fuck. Like, that sucks. So, my point of view, though, as far as, yeah, I think, well, but I've been in a situation like that, though, and I don't think, Lord forgive me, but I don't think I learned my lesson this time. Maybe I will in the future, but I think I need to think about it before I do. Like, acting okay, so let me fill y'all in on what I'm thinking. So I had this one guy that I talked to. I'm about to incriminate the fuck out of myself. Okay, so I had this one guy that I talked to for a while, and we were definitely dating. On dating, yes. We were dating. That's bad. You know them niggas that you think back on like, why the fuck did I even talk to that nigga? Like,
yeah.
Anyways, so this was one of those. And so it was cool at first, started that way, and then as time progressed, he just wasn't, I guess, what I was used to, comfortable with, whatever the fucking problem was. It just wasn't what I wanted, okay? And so I ended up exploring my other options, and I let him know first, you guys, like, I'm not digging this, He let me know, like, I let him know what I wasn't digging. He wanted to work on those things or whatever. Tried to work on it, wasn't working out to me. Okay, so at this point, I'm just like, I'm not fucking with it. I'm not fucking with it. Let him know that too. And he just like, okay, I'm still gonna try. I got this type shit. All right, at this point, I'm like, all right, nigga, do you? All right, try. Do you? So I'm gonna get right regardless. Okay, so at this point, I done found me another little boo thing. We chilling, kicking shit, and like this nigga, he been checking for me for a while. And I was always in a relationship with someone, so I never pursued it. But he was fine as fuck to me, so I did pursue it. And this time, so yeah, he comes through. He comes to my house. So me and the guy that I was actually like dating, stayed in the same like building and apartment complex and everything. So,
oh no.
and he stayed across the hall from me. Like, we stayed in one building. Like, I could literally walk outside my door to the like railing that and yell across the thing like, "Hey yo, okay." So he was that close. And one day I think we just didn't stay with each other that night, or we didn't see each other that night or something. I made up some dumbass excuse of why we couldn't, and so I told him to stay where he was at, and I had my company over and shit like that. So y'all, I got me some great dick that night. Okay, some great dick, and so we finished up our night and this and that. I of course scoot the nigga out because he can't stay because you never know what the fuck's gonna happen. And it did happen. Okay, so like literally right after the dude leaves, I didn't even have time to like make sure I don't smell like dick and all of this other shit. Like wash my mouth, no nothing. Like I'm still chilling at this point, about to damn smoke my little blunt, and I hear a doop 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 at the door. I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck? Go look at the peephole. Y'all, why is the nigga? Why is my nigga? The nigga I'm supposed to be with, the one that wasn't supposed. I'm down, just ruined the whole everything. I'm like, okay, so he gone now, so I'm cool. You know, I open the door like, first of all, why the fuck is you banging on my door like this? And like, man, you ain't answering the phone, this and that. Why the fuck you didn't text me back for this long? And like, he really spazzing on some like paranoid shit, but he had every right to be like, he was right about his paranoid shit, but be a nigga, just like how niggas do. I'm over here like, fuck is you talking about, man? Blah, blah, you know, I'm tripping on him too. Like, what the fuck? Blah, blah, you gonna come in my house, all that extra shiny and do shit. Girl, we got down, go to the room. He like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah. He done calm down now, go to the room, sit on the bed, tell him come smoke this blunt with me, basically. Calm the fuck down, shut the fuck up, come smoke this blunt. Girl, we get in the bed. Why the damn condom wrapper and everything sitting right there on the side, and he sees it like, he's like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, oh my God, like, oh my God. So I thought quick on my feet, and I'm like, okay. So I had a friend visiting from where she was visiting from. And it was all our friends in the apartment or whatever, and he was well aware of where she be coming from and what the fuck be going on in that house between all of us. Like we was some little thoughts. So he came and he was like, so I mean, I basically just said it was her. It was her who used the condom and she was in there and blah blah. So yeah, be mad at her. He was like, okay, yeah, not going for that. Not going for it at all. So I'm like, all right, what are we gonna do? So I made sure that he actually goes for it, and yeah, that was that. Like, I put another nigga in a situation. Like, I almost did. I think he went for it, y'all, but ultimately that man did not believe me. Like, so I put myself in I put somebody else in the same situation somebody else put me in, and like, it was like, whew, a relief. Like, yes, got it through, because you don't have to deal with the fact of like admitting that you fucked up and then dealing with the fact of the consequences that you fucked up and stuff after the fact. So yeah, it's a relief. And see that shit, I wish I did get caught on shit like that, because I probably would have never done some shit like that again. But I feel like I was so relieved. No, for real.
She's gonna do it again, y'all.
Yeah, it might happen. it might. I'm gonna try really hard for that shit to not happen. But it's possible to happen. I don't think, like I said, I don't think I learned my lesson on that shit, because that's what it is. And I could see why I was, low-key put in that situation, or how. From that exact situation right there. Like, my friend sat there and definitely lied to him for me. Like, duh, Khadijah was just, oh, God damn it. She was just in there. Okay, well, there we go. She was just in there. Goddamn, fucking on that nigga, fucking on the scamming ass, rich ass nigga, and he went for it. Like, they was on his ass with it. Like, so your friends, I guess, will lie for you and do shit like that. And instead of me feeling like, damn, like, okay, maybe I need to just break up with this nigga because I'm doing this and blah, blah. No, I did not break up with that nigga, y'all. And I did not, I mean, first of all, granted, I feel like I already said something, brought it to his attention, like, hey, this is what it is type shit. So I didn't really feel a need to, but it was wrong. It was wrong at the end of the day. Y'all, I'm wrong as fuck.
Well, it's okay because I tend to, attract men with, girlfriends or fiancés. So
exactly. And hey, you just gotta roll with the punches, learn as you go.
Right. Like with my